Velvet gloves on broken deals, smoke drips slow from the brass. The pianist plays what power feels, a requiem dressed in glass. The dead don't lie, they whisper soft in the corner where shadows pass. Every toast is half a sin, every truth wears tailored skin. Dance slow, my friend, in the funeral club, where silence buys his drink with blood. Every king waltzes once with regret before the curtain forgets his death. Ash curls on untouched cigars, the chandelier hums like guilt. A woman laughs too close, too far, under lights that never wilt. The clock ticks go, but the room is cold, and time's already been killed. The suit still fits, the soul does not. The crown remembers what men forgot. Dance slow, my friend, in the funeral club, where silence buys its drink with blood. Every king waltzes once with regret before the curtain forgets his dead. The record spins, the crowd long gone just ghosts in tailored grace. Every echo sings what I've done, every mirror avoids my face. Power's a tune that dies alone but never leaves this place. Even triumph sounds like grief when the night refuses relief. Dance slow, my friend, in the funeral club, where silence buys its drink with blood. Every king waltzes once with regret before the curtain forgets his dead. I learned that silence speaks in silk, and sin smells faintly of milk. I light one match for every name and let the smoke confess my fame. Dance slow, my friend, in the funeral club, where the chandeliers hum of what once was love. Every ghost I bury still hums along. Power dies, but style lives on. The strings don't sing tonight, they whisper like confessions. A glass half full of rain, steel shadows hum my name. Gold notes turn to rust and ash, each chord cut slow, no flash. The stage still breathes my gold, but the crowd forgot the call. Dead strings blue, I play alone, where silence sound like stone. No tears, no fade, just tone. The devil hums my song. No tears, no fade, just tone. The devil hums my song. Black gloves on the ivory keys, every note bends to its knees. I sold my soul for the applause, now even echoes know the cause. The room still wears my scent, smoke remembers what I meant. Dead strings blue, I play alone, where silence sound like stone. No bloodstains where power drew. A king with no crown left to wear, just smoking a crooked stare. Every note's a crime confessed, dead strings blues I play alone and pay for every tone. The lights die slow, my name unknown, still the devil home. My song. The glass hums low in my hand, smoke writes my name in gray. A deal signed under banded lamps where silence had its say. The clock forgets what men demand, but debt remembers to stay. Every truth I ever bought was poured and sold still hot. Raise a glass to the ghost I made. We sip a hymn the night replayed. Whiskey hums my creed in flame. Power and pain, they taste the same. Gold watches ticking shame. Velvet hides the blade. I learned that mercy's just a name and loyalty a trade. In smoky rooms of silent fame, my faith was self-made. Even angels count their cuts when heaven runs on guts. Raise a glass to the ghost I made. He sip a hymn the night replayed. Whiskey hums my creed in flame. Power and pain, they taste the same. Too much, I toast to what I've lost. Every scar's a price of touch, every crown is cost. The glass still sings, the past still crutch, and victory's cold as frost. The night forgives but never forgets, and silence collects its debts. Raise a glass to the ghost I made. A sip of hymn the night replayed. Whiskey hums my creed in flame. Power and pain, they taste the same. I drink like power does alone, where sin feels carved in stone. The light goes out, but the voice remains. Low, steady, whispering my name. Raise a glass to the ghost I made, to the smoke that knows will never fade. The hymn still burns behind my grin. Whiskey remembers where I've been. A match strikes in the dark, and silence tastes like sin. fall slow on marble skin. Gold cuffs tap the rhythm thin. The room exhales a secret tone, where deals are carved in smoke and bone. Eyes like brass, no mercy left. Every knot a loaded dead. Cigar smoke, jazz, no music played. Just goes with polished shoes. The rhythm's gone, but the power stays. In silence, kings still choose. A clock ticks slow behind the glass. Whiskey hums like broken breath. One hand shakes the other side. Another soul beneath the lines. Shadows lean on velvet light. Truth burns out before the night. Cigarette smoke, jazz, no music played. Just goes with polished shoes. The rhythm's gone, but the power stays. In silence, kings still choose. Ashtrays full of fallen crowns. Laughter hides the kingdom's sound. One last puff before the dawn, and every name you made is gone. The richest tune is silence, played by men who've lost their souls. Cigar smoke, jazz, the end begins. Through mirrors cracked with truth. Gold melts slow beneath the sins, and silence keeps its proof. The smoke fades, but the deal still breathes. Velvet curtains bleed with dust. Applause fades like dying trust. Gold shoes on a hollow floor. Echoes whisper what came before. A rose wilts under the stage lights grin. The crown still shines, but no one wins. Every spotlight hides a sin. Every smile knows who won't begin. The stage is a coffin dressed in gold, where the actors lie still, their stories sold. The claps are gone, the whiskey's cold, and the throne waits for no soul. Smoke curls like a funeral vow. The king takes his final bow. Cards are played, but no one bets. Every deal collects its debts. Silk gloves hide the blood of fame. Power dies but keeps the name. The stage is a coffin dressed in gold, where the actors lie still, their stories sold. The claps are gone, the whiskey's cold, and the throne waits for no soul. A broken watch ticks one last time, echoes drown in a silent chime. He owned the night, he owned the crown. Now the silence wears his shroud. Every empire ends in applause that never comes. The stage is a coffin dressed in gold, where truth and gold, the deal is told. The curtains fall, the deal is told, and the king walks home alone. Lights out, only ghosts rehearse. Steps ring where the chapel weeps, a ledger of debts the silence keeps. Smoke drifts slow in a gambler's lie. Black gloves move, cold eyes never die. Black gloves, cold eyes, empire built on stone. Gold buys the silence, but shadows claim the throne. Every deal's a dagger, every oath's disguise. Power wears its mask with black gloves, cold eyes. Candles melt in the factory's gloom. Coins decide the fate in a crowded room. A glass breaks sharp on the marble floor. The book records debts you can't ignore. Black gloves, cold eyes, empire built on stone. Gold buys the silence, but shadows claim the throne. Every deal's a dagger, every oath's disguise. Power wears its mask with black gloves, cold eyes. A crown of ash on a suit of steel. Every secret burns though the lips stay sealed. The clock keeps time but the cost is high. Kings don't sleep, only shadows lie. Black gloves, cold eyes, empire built on stone. Gold buys the silence but shadows claim the throne. Every deal's a dagger, every oath's disguise. Power wears its mask with black gloves, cold eyes. Crown weighs heavy, no truth left to say. Every empire walks with one foot in the grave. Black gloves, cold eyes, empire built on stone. Gold buys the silence, but shadows claim the throne. Every deal's a dagger, every oath's disguise. Power wears its mask with black gloves, cold eyes. Footsteps echo slow through the factory gate. A coin flips high, deciding fate. Candle wax bleeds on a ledger's page. A crown of silence, a gilded cage. Born for shadows, carved in stone. Deals made in whispers, power alone. Gold can vanish, dead still grow. Born for shadows, that's all I know. A glass crack sharp in a smoke-filled den. The clock ticks heavy again and again. A knife rests quiet by a stack of plans. Fortunes await in a gambler's hands. Born for shadows, carved in stone. Deals made in whispers, power alone. Gold can vanish, death still grow. Born for shadows, that's all I know. Rain paint scars on the chapel door. A silk tie chokes where the deals implore. A shadow in tweed writes a city song, but the silence tells where the kings go wrong. Born for shadows, carved in stone. Deals made in whispers, power alone. Gold can vanish, dead still grow. Born for shadows, that's all I know. Power's a curse, it never forgives. A man in the dark is all that lives. Born for shadows, carved in stone. Deals made in whispers, power alone. Gold can vanish, death still grow. Born for shadows, that's all I know. Rain slides slow on the warehouse glass. A light of sparks weak, its glow won't last. Smoke drifts heavy in a deal gone thin. The flame remembers where the sins begin. The lightest last flame, whisper in the night. It burns the truth no ledger can write. Gold may glitter but the shadows remain. The lightest last flame sings the empire's pain. A coin rests silent in a gambler's hand. clock ticks hollow as the deals expand. There's marks at the table where the papers lie. The flame draws secrets no crown can buy. The lighter's last flame, whisper in the night. It burns the truth no ledger can write. Gold may glitter but the shadows remain. The lighter's last flame sings the empire's pain, yeah. Candles drip slow in a chapel's haze. The king wears silk but his eyes betray. A glass stands empty where the vows were made. The flame dies quiet but the dead still stay. The lighter's last flame, whisper in the night. It burns the truth no ledger can write. Gold may glitter but the shadows remain. The lighter's last flame sings the empire's pain, yeah. The fire fades, but the cause won't go. Every crown is built on the debts we owe. The lighter's last flame, whisper in the night. It burns the truth no ledger can write. Gold may glitter but the shadows remain. The lighter's last flame sings the empire's pain, yeah. Footsteps echo through the chapel hall. Rain-stained stone where empires fall. A ledger whispers debts in ink so mute. Crown lies heavy on a tweed gray suit. Shadow over a tweed suit. Silence in command. Power builds its kingdom, carved by unseen hand. Gold may blind the faithful, secrets still pollute. Every king walks haunted, shadow over suit. Cigars burn slow in a crimson haze. A coin flips cold in a gambler's gaze. Candles drip quiet where the brokers meet. Deals are written where the night won't speak. Shadow over a tweed suit. Silence in command. Power builds its kingdom, carved by unseen hand. Gold may blind the faithful, secrets still pollute. Every king walks haunted, shadow over a suit. Crack sharp on the wooden floor. The clock strikes 12, but the books want more. Ash coat silk as the curtains fall. The suit wears weight like a coffin's call. Shadow over a tweed suit, silence in command. Power builds its kingdom, carved by unseen hand. Gold may blind the faithful, secrets still pollute. Every king walks haunted, shadow over a suit. Debts no coin can clear. Every empire whispers what the end must hear. Shadow over a tweed suit, silence in command. Power builds its kingdom, carved by unseen hand. Gold may blind the faithful, secrets still pollute. Every king walks haunted, shadow over a suit. Coin spins under the dim lamp's glow. The ledger whispers dead sigh. Silk curtains breathe with secrets untold. Gold in my pocket, but my soul feels cold. Dead eyes in the mirror staring back at me. Shadows, no man is free. Power weighs heavier than chains of steel. Silence cuts deeper than the pain I feel. Rests quiet on the velvet spread. The clock keeps ticking for the living and the dead. Smoke from a cigar cup, slow through the night. Deals in the darkness, never see the light. Dead eyes in the mirror staring back at me. Shadows, no man is free. Power weighs heavier than chains of steel. Silence cuts deeper than the pain I feel. At the docks, dawn breaks with silver fog. Voices trade futures through a haze and smog. A glass shakes faint from the secrets we keep. Packs signed in whispers, debts buried deep. Dead eyes in the mirror staring back at me. Shadows, no man is free. Power weighs heavier than chains of steel. Silence cuts deeper than the pain I feel. Every empire's built on shadows and light. Even kings fall when the silence replies. Dead eyes in the mirror staring back footsteps echo on the chapel stone. A crown of debts carved into bone. The knife keeps silence where respect is owed. Power walks heavy on a blood-stained road. Silence is my kingdom, the throne of fear. The streets obey when my voice ain't near. No prayers, no mercy, no man forgiven. This empire of ashes is the one I'm living. Smoke curls low from a half-lit cigar. Candles drip slow in a room of scars. Coins spin cold on the butcher's steel. The law of the shadows is the law I seal. Silence is my kingdom, the throne of fear. The streets obey when my voice ain't near. No prayers, no mercy, no man forgiven. This empire of ashes is the one I'm living. Rain paints scars on the factory walls. In the book of debts, every brother falls. A glass cracks loud where the deals are done. The crown weighs heavy when you rule with the gun. Silence is my kingdom, the throne of fear. The streets obey when my voice ain't near. No prayers, no mercy, no man forgiven. This empire of ashes is the one I'm living. Cold hearts rise where the night won't break. Kings are forged by the lives they take. Silence is my kingdom, the throne of fear. The streets obey when my voice ain't near. No prayers, no mercy, no man forgiven. This empire of ashes is the one I'm living. I walk where silence holds its breath. Gold cufflinks shimmer when I pass death. I don't talk loud, I let eyes listen. My charm's a weapon, cold and glistening. Every deal I make rewrites the code. My handshake signs what kings once wrote. They call it luck, I call it design. Even the devil keeps my wine. My shadow wears a suit like me, moves with grace and certainty. No crown, no throne, but still they bow. I run the room without a vow. Cigarette burns slow like my patience. Diamonds hung with old temptation. A smile sharper than a blade. Even my silence gets obeyed. a business card. My shadow wears a suit like me, moves with grace and certainty. No crown, no throne, but still they bow. I run the room without a vow. I dance with chaos in cuffed sleeves. The night obeys when the city breathes. Power ain't noise, it's quiet tone, the kind that chills your very bone. You don't earn charisma, you inherit the storm. My shadow wears a suit like me, moves with grace and certainty. No crown, no throne, but still they bow. I run the room without a vow. Style ain't taught, it's born in sin and dressed in gold before it begins.
Knife glint sharp on the wood, perfume lingers where she stood. Smoke curls slow through the air, gold arms soft unaware. Every breath cuts through the night, every deal hides from the light. Perfume on a cold trigger, fate in her hand. Whiskey and silence, no one understands. Ash coats a promise, blood seals a figure. Love dies quiet, perfume on a trigger. Cigars fade low in the gloom, clock ticks slow through the room. Hat hides guilt under flame, every whisper sounds the same. Every breath cuts through the night, every deal hides from the light. Perfume on a cold trigger, fade in her hands. Whiskey and silence, no one understands. Ash calls the promise, blood seals the figure. Love dies quiet, perfume on a trigger. Of silk frame her eyes, cornrows slow fortune lights. Church bells echo through the smoke, every vow bends till it broke. Every breath cuts through the night, every deal hides from the light. Perfume on a cold trigger, fade in her hands. Whiskey and silence, no one understands. Ash calls the promise, blood seals the figure. Love dies quiet, perfume on a trigger. No crown survives a kiss, even kings die for this. Perfume on a cold trigger, fade in her hands. Whiskey and silence, no one understands. Ash calls the promise, blood seals the figure. Love dies quiet, perfume on a trigger. Candle dies, smoke remains, gold reflects her silent chains. Knife rests cold by the gin. She wears regret like skin. Every vow fades in fire. Every whisper feeds desire. The widow's gun lies soft and still. Perfume and sorrow both can kill. Ash coats her prayer, silk hides the sin. Power begins where love has been. Curtains of dust frame her bed. Cigars burn slow for the dead. A coin spins sharp in her hand. Fate obeys her command. Every vow fades in fire. Every whisper feeds desire. The widow's gun lies soft and still. Perfume and sorrow both can kill. Ash coats her prayer, silk hides the sin. Power begins where love has been. Church bells drown in the rain. Head hides eyes that know pain. The clock leaves hours of trust. All gold turns back to dust. Every vow fades in fire. Every whisper feeds desire. The widow's gun lies soft and still. Perfume and sorrow both can kill. Ash coats her prayer, silk hides the sin. Power begins where love has been. No bullet ever forgives. Only silence lives. The widow's gun lies soft and still. Perfume and sorrow both can kill. Ash coats her prayer, silk hides the sin. Power begins where love has been. Rain paints scars on the factory walls. A blade rests silent where the silence calls. A ledger bleeds debts no man can erase. Power writes sermons on a sinner's face. Blood roses in the rain.
cigar. A cracked glass echoes in a shadow bar. Time drips slow from a broken watch chain. Gold means nothing when it's paid in vain.
Blood roses in the rain, blooming cold and red. Every deal is written in the names of the dead. The streets don't pray, they just echo pain. Crowns turn to rust under blood roses in the rain. Candles burn down in a church gone black. The widow walks home, but she won't come back. A knife keeps its silence where respect is owed. Every man's fortune is a debt he sowed. Blood roses in the rain, blooming cold and red. Every deal is written in the names of the dead. The streets don't pray, they just echo pain. Crowns turn to rust under blood roses in the rain. The crown weighs heavy, it cuts like chains. Kings are just ghosts dressed in silk and stains. Blood roses in the rain, blooming cold and red. Every deal is written in the names of the dead. The streets don't pray, they just echo pain. Crowns turn to rust under blood roses in the rain. Silk curtains stir cold drag. Cigars fade slow, shadows crack. A glass half empty on stone. Night rests quiet, I'm alone. Moonlight cuts deeper than night. Deals are the pulse of our life. Cold moon over the alley, silence rules on. Gold crowns, a sinner kingdom still fall. Ash coats the pages that never sleep. Power walks darker, the night holds it deep. Clock ticks off through the rain. Curtains of smoke hide the pain. A coin rolls slow on the floor. The book whispers names once more. Moonlight cuts deeper than night. Deals are the pulse of our lives.
sound. Moonlight cuts deeper than knives, heals out the pulse of our lives. Cold moon over the alley, silence rules on. Gold crowns, the sinner kingdom still fall. Ash coats the pages that's never sleep. Power walks darker, the night holds it deep. No light redeems what's sold. Even kings kneel to the cold. Cold moon over the alley, silence rules on. Gold crowns, the sinner kingdom still fall. Ash coats the pages that's never sleep. Power walks darker, the night holds it deep. Turns empty-eyed, smoke drifts slow where silence lies. Knife gleams faint in the rain, gold hums soft through the pain. Echoes hide under the skin, every storm begins within. Echo of the last storm, heavy and cold, whispers by kingdoms. Secrets are sold. Ash coats the table, fate writes the foam. Power still lingers, the echo of the storm. Cigars bleed fired at, ledger turns names into cash. Curtains of silk hide the game, every crown burns just the same. Echoes hide under the skin, every storm begins within. Echo of the last storm, heavy and cold, whispers by kingdoms. Secrets are sold. Ash coats the table, fate writes the form. Power still lingers, the echo of the storm. Church bells drown in the fog, steps carved deals through the smog. Hat hides the weight of the throne, even kings fall on their own. Echoes hide under the skin, every storm begins within. Echo of the last storm, heavy and cold, whispers by kingdoms. Secrets are sold. Ash coats the table, fate writes the form. Power still lingers, the echo of the storm. No empire runs a reign, every echo carries pain. Echo the last storm, heavy and cold, whispers by kingdom. Secrets are sold. Ash coats the table, fate writes the form. Power still lingers, the echo of the a candle dies, smoke remains, rain taps soft against pain. Knife sleeps cold by the book, gold hums low where I look. Silence burns deeper than flame,
Every deal sounds the same. Rain smothers the fire. Shadows grow tall, whispers by kingdoms. Empires still fall. Ash coats the table. Fate marks the pyre. Power turns colder as rain kills the fire. A coin rolls slow on stone. Clock ticks secrets I own. Cigars fade dark into ash. Ledger bleeds ink into cash. Silence burns deeper than flame. Every deal sounds the same. Rain smothers the fire. Shadows grow tall. Whispers by kingdoms. Empires still fall. Ash coats the table. Fate marks the pyre. Power turns colder as rain kills the fire. Curtains of silk hide decay. Church bells drown far away. Head shades the eyes of the throne. Even king die alone. Silence burns deeper than flame. Every deal sounds the same. Rain smothers the fire. Shadows grow tall. Whispered by kingdoms. Empires still fall. Ash coats the table. Fate marks the pyre. Power turns colder as rain kills the fire. No flame outlives the rain. Every crown carries pain. Rain smothers the fire. Shadows grow tall. Whispers by kingdoms. Empires still fall. Ash coats the table. Fate marks the pyre. Power turns colder as rain kills the fire.